On this episode of Setter Tales, the boys and I traveled to Lincoln, Illinois to head into the field with Jerry Johnson, Regional Director of the Quail and Upland Game Alliance, to check out two outstanding habitat projects that continue to produce large numbers of wild pheasants and quail. We have been asked to join Jerry and QUGA member Jason Frerichs to take a crack at some wild Illinois pheasants, and if we are lucky, maybe some quail. I'm Wade Kisner, and I grew up hunting upland birds. Nothing's better than chasing a couple English setters called Sweet Lou and Adeline. Lou is a master hunter, and Adeline is quickly learning the trade. These are some of our tales.
I had a feeling the thumbs up would work.
Sweet Point Setter Tales brought to you by Kinetic Dog Food, the ultimate in performance nutrition for dogs on the move. Special thanks to our other fine sponsors.
Well, for a couple of years, we've been trying to get a hunt together with QUGA, the Quail and Upland Game Alliance. It's a habitat organization that was formed in 2013. Currently, it's in Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky, and it's one of the fastest growing habitat organizations in the country. We'd canceled this hunt a couple times, and so we had one more shot at it in January of this year. And so we said we're going to do it regardless. If we can get over there, we're going to hunt. It's not going to matter how cold it is. Well, when looking at the forecast, we knew it was going to be down to zero, and probably I think the high was going to be 6-7 degrees. But it was the last weekend of the wild bird season in Illinois, so we had to go for it.
I've been wanting to get my buddy Chad involved in one of our hunts for some time, so we decided to just drive on down and get involved in the hunt outside of Lincoln. So I knew it was going to be really cold, so I just made sure I had a good pair of long johns, some thick socks, good gloves, and a warm stocking cap.
We get out to the field that Jerry and Jason Frerichs, who's also a member of QUGA, they were going to host us there. And we get to this field, and it's really, really beautiful. They've got it well manicured. They've got it all laid out in strips of different kinds of cover and food plots. And we decided we were going to push this field down these strips in kind of sections. And Jerry said if he didn't block, he was sure that, as usual, the birds would run out the end. And so Jerry took his gator and went down to the end of the field to block, and we were going to push towards it.
Well, I was walking down my row, and it took me by surprise. All of a sudden, a bird flashed. I could have sworn it was a hen, so I called it out as a hen. Next thing I know, I hear two guys to my left yelling "rooster," and by that time, the rooster had already flown past, and I got a lot of crap for that.
The first field we were in was very thick. Some of the grass was actually as tall as I was. However, I like to sneak out on the outside where it's mowed and it makes it a little easier walking.
How many did you say came out this end?
Oh shit, I bet I saw 30, 40 more.
That first one that got up, I should have killed. It got up between Chad and I just blew it. I just blew that shot. I'd be done, but I'd be done now. I could go to the coffee shop. Yeah, I'd go to the coffee shop and wait for you guys. Yeah.
What really makes it good, we've got another 100 and something acres over there. And then if you go back down here, there's another 100 and something acres. There's probably 700 acres continuous cover right through here. And that's what makes it so good. I shot, I think, 124 of them. Jason got one another day.
I remember finishing the first field walkthrough. Everybody was kind of talking about the experience. and all of a sudden, a bunch of quail burst out.
A rooster. That's the first quail I got, and it's been 30 years.
It's been years since I've seen wild quail in the field, and I knew that they were fast, but when these things broke covey, they were fast.
I thought, boy, she looks birdie over there, and boy, here they start coming.
So before the second push, I decided that Jerry needed some help blocking. And I went with him. We jumped in the gator and we went down to the end of the field to get in position.
The cover was pretty thick. It was as tall as me in some places. However, the birds were still running ahead, running out the sides. We still had to use a blocker.
Libby, here. Here.
Oh yeah.
Nice job.
Let him go. I had to grab his all tail feathers out.
He said he'd steal some retreat. Here. I got one.
I got one.
You got one, Jeff? Yeah.
We put food plots out, and mainly it's for times like this, zero weather. My birds here, and these are all wild birds. We're not shooting liberated birds. They don't have to forage. They don't have to spend a lot of time looking for feed. They can use a little energy, getting a lot of feed, and get back to survival.
The second field's owned by Jason, consists of 100 acres, and he's spent 10 years developing this property into what I would call a pheasant and quail paradise. And by using the QUGA habitat practices and techniques, they have really hit it out of the park.
We're on a piece of property in Tazewell County right now. It's managed by Jason Frerichs. There's rotating cover with crop grounds. He's got a pretty wide strip of CRP. Then he's got corn or beans, another wide strip of CRP, corn or beans, and it goes throughout the whole 100.
Yes, sir!
When we let the dogs loose, you could either have a setter in front of you on point, a lab running around flushing, or maybe not even a dog at all.
Libby.
You want us to put blockers up? There! Rooster!
Oh, right after you just said that. Thing took a.
Birdie as hell. I figured there was still something in there.
Hey, Rooster!
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
My sight just like that. Really? I hit him right there on the left breast.
Put a little mark on it.
Like Jerry's talked about a little bit, with the 800 or 1,000 contiguous acres around here, the food plots in weather like this, when it's 0 degrees and a little snow on the ground, will draw those.
And that seems to be
Birds across.
what makes the difference with that is this other
It really-
surrounding properties that
completely
kind of
sets
feed
us
into
apart.
this.
Yep. And you know, we're 40 acres here, and we saw 50, 60 birds today,
Yeah.
so they're obviously using this.
Now, what about the quail? Are the quail, do they really benefit from the edges of this, or are they?
Quail benefit from the diversity. You've got the timber edge, you've got the creek, you've got the open food plots, you have weeds. It's not just prairie grass, so the quail need more diversity.
But that was kind of cool to watch.
Had that one that got kind of close, and I threw a couple Hail Marys.
Hail Marys.
At him, but, yeah.
I want to thank the QUGA for giving us an opportunity to spend a great day in the field with my boys.